Hello everyone, my name is Rishabh Singh. I'm a legal intern at Lexis & Company. Today I'm going to discuss about Good Samaritan laws for animals. A Good Samaritan is a person who in good faith, without any expectation of payment or reward or without any duty of care or special relationship, voluntarily comes forward to administer immediate assistance to, in case of emergency care, to a person injured in an accident, crash, or emergency medical condition or an emergency situation. The whole idea of bringing such a Good Samaritan law was to prevent the number of unattended deaths in the country. Karnataka state took it a step further by giving rewards to those who are brave enough to save persons in distress. While these rules generally made for the human part of the society are generally made for the human part of the society, the other part of the society are animals. An animal under Section 2A of the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act 1960 is defined as any living thing that is not a human being. Animal welfare in India, overlooked by the Animal Welfare Board of India, was instituted under the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act 1960. The law strictly aims on preventing the assault and harassment of animals as defined in the Constitution. Although welfare of animals is being carried out by the existing laws, they can be made more effective if the same Good Samaritan concept is applied to the animal welfare laws. The Good Samaritan law in India is a new concept, and it was implemented under the force of the law by the Supreme Court of India in 2016. The principle of having a Good Samaritan law for animals helps us in achieving the United Nations development goal, Sustainable Development Goal, which is the SDG. Principle 15 talks about the protection of life on land, followed by the Principle 16, which talks about the life in water, underwater. Animals go through all sorts of troubles to adapt to human luxury. They're trapped in environments best suited for our vehicles and our needs. The more humans create an environment far from their actual model or of how nature intended it to be, the more these animals are affected. Animal welfare boards have to take up their job seriously alongside the treatment centers who have to be aware of their surroundings. Like there are surveys for animals such as the Great Bengal tiger. There must be surveys as the population of the animals in a district. At risk species are not only the ones that deserve care and protection. Just because species is present in abundance in the society doesn't mean that we can abandon or we can let a few of them perish. It is our responsibility as more intellectually capable species to take care of those who are suffering, especially due to our developments, our own developments. Climate change, population and rapid urbanization are already major factors that have put the lives of all species at risk. At least we must maintain the biodiversity that is currently available, as any system topples when there is no proper food chain that can carry on the process of formation of the life and the end of it. Perhaps the best sci-fi moment of the century has been the evolution of human beings, which unfortunately is neither amusing nor entertaining to the animals who survive their cruelty against them. There's no liability on a person bringing forward an injured animal as he or she would when a human in distress is brought. However, most people still do not pay attention to the animals who are injured on the roadside just because the fact that they will have to pay out of their pockets to treat the animal. Rewarding a person who brings an animal to a shelter or a veterinarian hospital would be the ideal solution, but since it is not even being done for for a human in the first place, this is bound to be considered as absurd undertaking. In my opinion, all emergency operations of animals, pets or stray, must be made free of charge, and there should be a budget regarding the same. Humans can show that they care by setting up institutions and authorities such as the Animal Welfare Board, but the ground reality is that the needs of such living things are neglected and given the least importance. The government must put out public campaigns expressing the importance of feeding the animals who live nearby people's house. It is not too much work for a family to feed one stray dog a day. The negative stigma that has formed around animals being dangerous has to be addressed, because only a small proportion of the animals in the urban environment are harmful and only retaliate back when they are harmed. If this stigma is effectively removed and every person in the society begins to treat animals with care, the animal's life will be changed completely. A small move by us can cause a big change in the lives of the other species. So this was all about the topic. Thank you so much.